pedestrians still cross the dangerous Adenta-Medina highway despite violent protests 8 months ago that led to the construction of some footbridges along the stretch. On November 8, 2018, residents poured onto the streets after a female student of the West Africa Senior High School was killed in a hit-and-run incident. It was one of many such knockdowns, with the residents blamed on the unavailability of proper crossing aids, mainly footbridges. But as JoyNews' Madina-Adenta reports, some pedestrians continue to defy orders of security stewards and cross the road dangerously, while just a few of them use the footbridges. There's more in this report.
The anger of a people triggered by a pedestrian knockdown on a highway notorious for road accidents. The November 2018 violent demonstration will forever be remembered by many as the protesters blocked the road, burned tires and clashed with police as they showed anger at the unavailability of footbridges and other crossing aids. Many had been knocked down, some of them being killed, but the death of a WAS student was one too many for the residents.
I
was knocked down some time ago. They should fix the bridges for us.
My brother was knocked down at the same filling station. Look at this thing. When was it started? Until now, nothing is being done about it.
It was a collective reminder to a nation and a people determined to change a negative narrative that never again should anyone be killed by a speeding vehicle on the stretch. 6 of the abandoned footbridges will be awarded to contractors to complete work and fix ancillary parts for pedestrian use. Today, 4 of the 6 footbridges have been completed and open for pedestrian use. But JoyNews has witnessed a distressing spectacle of people still crossing the road dangerously from one end to another.
It's been more than 20 minutes of observing the flow of traffic on this particular stretch of the Madina-Adenta highway. But it is surprising to know that I've counted as many as 15 individuals who have abandoned the footbridge and have dangerously crossed over from one side to the other side with traffic flowing on this particular stretch. And this is what has been happening here since this particular bridge was opened. From what commuters here tell me, they say the residents complain that the distance they have to cover from one side of the road to the other side is too long when they use the footbridge.
Kennedy and Ben are taxi drivers right in front of a tot-to-teen school at Adenta. They tell me why some of the pedestrians have abandoned the footbridge.
The pedestrians say the bridges are too long. It takes them longer to cross the road.
The police but the police there, and overhead, from here I could do no one ever more normally traffic no sound person.
Some of the pedestrians fight police stewards who are stationed along the stretch to ensure the right thing is done.
Some argue and quarrel with the police officer stationed on the stretch. They don't move away to cross dangerously.
The situation in front of the West Africa Senior High School is no different. What would it take to get these pedestrians to simply do the right thing? Ken and Ben have some suggestions.
I
think the solution is to find some recalcitrant pedestrians and they must be arrested.
A
police reinforcement is required to deal with the problem.
Our cameras captured these individuals shamelessly running across the highway, even worse, talking on the mobile phone. It's time for some drastic action to be taken lest the riots of November 8, which left several people injured and caught up in the crossfire, will be in vain, and government's investment in the project would have been wasted. Do the right thing. Madina-Adenta, JoyNews, Adenta.